Hello everybody, this is XenoKid82543, welcoming you back to Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles. In this part, we're going to head back to Frontier Village to get started on another quest chain. This one is quite long, and may not all happen today. There are 7 quests in this quest chain, and technically we've already started it by getting started on Rasha's quest chain last time. This next quest that we're about to do does not require any progress in Rasha's quest chain. It requires that we do Pollen Orb Ingredients, the quest from Doba Doba. But that is the only quest that this requires. We're gonna talk to Bana. Yeah, tell us what's wrong. He wants us to get a monster egg from Machna. And Molia's like... And then he tells us to get... There's a hill on the right side. Oh, I know where this is. Yep. So we're gonna get this quest from this NPC named Bana. We're gonna go get a monster egg for him. We have to walk all the way around this loop. This little loop here. They're very good at describing the map, actually. They tell you have to walk in a circle to get to this item. It's up on that ledge. In order to get there, we have to walk all the way around. This is why we're playing as Ricky. Because swimming is faster than wading. At least it feels faster than wading. Also, I don't need Melee in the party right now. There's only 3 people who comment on this entire quest chain. Unfortunately, 2 of them are Melia and Ryan, so they can't be in the party together like ever because they're at max affinity already, and that's just a waste of affinity. The other one is Ricky, who is going to always be in the party. So everyone else is just here for the affinity. Anyway. Yay, walking around this whole loop. Because we need the monster egg. Here it is. Back to Frontier Village we go. We gotta deliver this to Gadada, actually, so I should go up to the 4th floor. Gadada's by the Pollen Works. This quest chain also isn't technically going to end with the 7 quests that we're doing. We're just getting everything that we can before, like, basically the end of the game. Done right now. Anyway, we have a monster egg from Bana. And Gadada's like, don't tell anyone that I took this other than Bana. And we're like, okay. So this seems a little bit shady, you know, but it's fine. Everything is fine. We swear. Bana, we did it. Yay. And we get cooperation between Bana and Gadada. Now there's another quest from... I feel like Gadada has an affinity link to give, or Cherry does. Not you. There's the affinity link. Just wanted to pick that up. Before we move on with this quest chain, we get Irritating. And we have completely looped all the way around Zazadon and Dedeba. How funny. Anyway, where we actually want to go is down a couple floors. To the Pollen Works storehouse, where Doba has a quest. This quest requires that you complete Rasha's second quest in order to continue on with this chain. You don't have to do the final quest, but honestly, what are you doing if you don't complete the final quest? It's a free skill branch. Anyway, we're going to take Doba's quest. He has to hand over charge of the Pollen Works to someone. Gadada and Cherry are the candidates. Ricky is going to comment. He's like, I feel I'm wrong to ask you when you say that. We have to go talk to... We get an Affinity Shard update. This link could have been obtained earlier, but we get it now. Which is Teacher Pupil here. And we have to go talk to Gadada. Now, depending on who you choose here determines a quest. Determines which pair of mutually exclusive quests you'll get at, like, in the final chapter of the game. He wants to make things more energy efficient. That's cool. But let's head back down and see what Cherry thinks. Well, I have to talk to Gadada. Cherry's right here. She wants to find out why pollen causes sniffles. And she's not sure why she's a candidate. Anyway, I'm going to save here and show off what happens affinity-wise, both ways, for now. I'm willing to let you know I will be taking the Gadada route in my backup file that I have not caught up yet. We'll be taking Gadada, or we'll be taking the bad route there. We're going to show off Gadada's first. We're choosing Gadada first. The other quests that you get right after this in this chain do not change at all. They are exactly the same, regardless of who you choose. It only changes one quest much later. And Doba leaves. He's retired now. Cherry has a quest. That'll happen either way. We still have this unreliable link. That's what happens here. We get Cherry and Gadada cooperation, and we get reliable pupil green link here. So, that is literally the only difference. That is the only difference for now. Is the only differences are the one quest later on, and the affinity that you get right now. It does not have a long-lasting impact on affinity, but it affects the affinity right now. We're going to choose Cherry. And yeah, she's going to do her best. She's going to have Gadada helping her. This would make sense to put the person who doesn't want to be the leader in the actual leader spot so that they get to work with the other person that wants to be leader. Cherry moves slightly. And we still have the teacher pupil link here. We get the cooperation link either way, and we get reliable pupil between Cherry and Doba Doba. So we got rid of the orange link. Yay us! Gosh. Anyway. Up next, Cherry has a quest, but Ricky shouldn't be in the lead for this. Who doesn't have good affinity with him? That's another one of the characters that... Fiora and Dumban. Those are the answers. We got another person who needs to comment on a quest. Oh, Doba Doba's still here. I feel like I should mention this quest is... These quests that we're going to get from now on do not change based on that choice that we made. It only changes a quest later. Cherry is going to be like, where's Gadada? Okay, Ryan and Dumban, keep bonding. Blue affinity, I can get Dumban some extra AP. Not that Dumban needs it a lot. Ryan's gonna comment here, and Cherry's like, he's going away a lot. So Gadada's been disappearing into Machina Forest for weirdly long amounts of time. And so we've been asked to investigate why. I think I know who to talk to. So you remember that Nopon that gave that thing to Gadada? That we did that quest for earlier? Vana? He might know something. So we're gonna go talk to him. He goes to Clearwater. We can get across walkway from village to get there. Down near dead end. It's on friend's map. It is top left of waterfall and sticky out bit. So near clear waterfall, but top left of waterfall in sticky out bit. Here's the clear waterfall. We're gonna say that the top left of waterfall and the sticky out bit is this area. Village entrance is the closest landmark. I'm already thinking about maybe splitting this into two. Oh, yeah, we're going pretty quickly, although the last quest is going to take a long time. I mean, to be fair, this is quest 3 out of 7 in this chain. We might do one more and then split it. And finish the quest chain next time, just because this one is long. Or I could try to fit it in. I think I might split it. I'm leaning towards splitting this quest chain into 2 videos right now. I mean, obviously you'll know what I've decided. Anyway, we're just gonna walk across all these bridges. And hey, do you see something back there that looks a little familiar? Because I do. It's just some tarot goes up here. But I see something that looks a little familiar back here. Oh, and some nebulas. Also, is that Cherry? How did Cherry get here before we did? There's Gadada. Ricky's confused. So he's heard that they need red pollen orbs to cure a disease in Alchemoth. Cherry has never heard this. And Cherry's like, I know red pollen orbs. They don't cure diseases. And Gadada's like, oh dear. And she's like, red pollen orbs are rare and not easy to make. They shouldn't be given to outsiders. And Gadada's like, Gadada, relax. Gadada get confused and start dancing. I think this is one of my favorite bits of quest dialogue in the game. Because they didn't bother making an animation for him being flustered, so they just went with this animation, and it's amazing. I love it. And Sherry's like, we're gonna go back to the village, come get the reward later. So let's get back to the Frontier Village, shall we? Oh, gosh. There's not that much funny quest dialogue in this game, but that is some good quest dialogue. Darn it, I missed it. That's okay.
Finish fight.
There's no fight, Ricky. We need it to be daytime. And Cherry will give us a reward. She's like, I hope he wasn't dealing these red pollen orbs for very long. It seems like it's an honest mistake on Gadada's front side. We don't get any affinity chart updates. But we're not done with this quest chain. Because Gadada now has a quest. We're gonna pick this quest up. He's very in debt from making red pollen orbs. Bana apparently is the one who asked him to give red pollen orbs to the bird people. And Ricky's like, do you want to be Hierophon? And Gadada's like, no. But I want you to help me. And Ricky's like, sure, I'll help you. We're getting an attack and a defense. We got bleed from the last one, poison from this one. We have to go talk to Bana. Oops, Dunban missed. Let's go talk to Bana. An order came from Napon merchants. Give red pollen orbs to bird people. So apparently he was being tricked. Now, I mean, we did see... last time we did hear about red pollen orbs with Daza studying them. Daza asking Garugu to study them, that was a thing. And Daza's an Napon merchant, so maybe there's a connection there? I don't know. Bana received a letter from Napon merchants. Gadada's like, that's the first I've heard of it. They don't tell lies. They might have information. And at this point, you have to complete all Daz's entire quest chain. Remember that quest chain we did back when we first arrived at Colony 6 area? And helped out Daza with his proof of status and delivered the letter to Gurugu talking about this and got the top secret data? We need that for this quest. We do. We should have got Neuropon to read it. It's in slightly difficult Nathon. I will decipher. And we'll get our rewards. So apparently something suspicious has been going on. But what's been going on? I think, well, do I want to cut it here? I'm trying to decide. This is where I would cut it, I think. I think we're going to find this out next time. I'm going to go view a heart-to-heart that I need to get out of the way. Fiora and Charla have some bonding to do. We will be back for the rest of this quest chain next time. There's just no way I'm going to fit this whole quest chain into one part. It's 7 quests long. We got 4 of them done today. But one of the last ones is quite long. And I mean quite long. And the last one in the chain is very long, so... Anyway, we're coming back to the Hidden Village. Or Hidden Machina Village. Not to do plot quite yet. We'll be doing that immediately after finishing the quest chain. Probably in a couple parts. But we're here to view a heart-to-heart. A nighttime chat. It has to be night for this. It's time for the last Green Affinity heart-to-heart. Fiora and Charla. Sorry to drag you away at a time like this. It's okay. What did you want to talk about? I didn't want to say this earlier, but until I met you, I thought Melia was the one for him. Of course we're going to talk about this. For who? Are you talking about Shulk? Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to meddle, I'm just an onlooker. I don't really mind which one of you gets the guy. Oh no! Something up, Fiora? Yes, something's definitely up! You see what my body's like now? Why would he pick me over Melia? Talk to me, Fiora. I'm a girl too, so I can relate. No, you can't. Maybe that was a bit of a strong statement on my part. No, it's fine. Just don't pity me or anything. I won't. I would never feel sorry for you. Wait, no, that came out wrong. Charla, where are you going with this? I don't look at you and think you're something that needs pity. But I care about you a lot, and I do worry about you. About your new body and how things are going with Shulk. You probably think I should learn to mind my own business. Don't be silly. I don't think that. You're so nice to me, Charla. Here I am complaining and you're just worried I'm okay. It's who I am. I'm glad I got to tell you about it. And sorry that I pulled you away from you-know-who. That's okay. I enjoy chatting to you. We should do it more often. Aww. This heart-to-heart's kind of uncomfortable. Honestly, that's one of the least uncomfy routes, I would say. Let's get through the beginning of this, because we've seen it. Oh no. You can? Yes, and I want you to remember something. None of us look at you as someone who needs our pity or anything. How can you speak for everyone? Because I see it in their eyes, especially Shulk's. He deeply regrets that he couldn't stop this happening to you, but his feelings for you are still clear as day. I'm sorry, that might make you worry or burden to him, but you needed to know that, to know how he feels about you. I didn't realize any of this. I was convinced everyone just felt sorry for me, including him. I know you all care about me a lot. I guess I just read it a bit wrong. Well, it's hard for me to know for sure what anyone else is thinking. Or what you're thinking about what they're thinking. Even so, listening to what you say makes me feel like I was mistaken. Probably. But who can blame you for trusting what's in your heart? You're right. Thank you, Sharla. And if I ever look like I haven't understood something like this, be sure to let me know. Aw, that one's actually good. We got 2 more routes. Oh. Desperately trying to spread the heart-to-hearts out so they're not all at once, but you're gonna end up with a couple episodes of just heart-to-hearts at the end, because that's how this works. Yup. What do you want to talk about? Thanks, I think. I know you're a big deal to the boy, so don't worry. Lately, that's been clear as can be. Lately? You mean after he found me? Yeah, since you came back. I mean, Shulk looked out for everyone like the good guy he is, but he's definitely changed since you joined us. I forget which one is the good route. He has? How do you mean? Right, okay, that makes sense. He doesn't seem so grimly determined. Grim anything doesn't sound much like Shulk to me. He might not have even noticed the change himself. But I did, Dunban did, Ricky might have done. But not Melia and Ryan. They saw him differently. Ryan's been going through almost the same thing as Shulk. And Melia... Melia what? What were you going to say? You'll have to talk to her if you want to find that out. I shouldn't be the one to tell you. Fair enough. But I'd still be happy to see either one of you get together with Shulk. That's kind of you, Sharla. Wish me luck. No, don't save. Don't save. We have one more route. We have the best route to do. Officially the best. I don't like it as much as some of the other ones. For this heart-to-heart in particular. Yeah, we're gonna get through this part. I don't think he's changed. That makes sense. You didn't see him until after you met up again. I know, but... do you really think Shulk has changed that much? I don't mean it in a bad way. He's still basically the same guy. Well, that's a relief. So he never stopped being kind and sweet? Not for a second. But that's not what I mean. It's subtle, but he's stronger now. I think it's because he knows he has to protect you from now on. That's reassuring. I'm glad he hasn't changed too much, though. I would hate for Shulk to stop being Shulk. Maybe he tried really hard to stop himself from changing. That doesn't sound very practical. I meant, like, subconsciously. Maybe part of him really wanted to keep hold of who he was. I mean, it works with the accent, but it's definitely a typo. You could well be right. Shulk's a kind enough person that deep down, he'd want to stay kind. Thanks for telling me about all this, Shala. Don't worry. No thanks needed. Just hang in there, okay? Oh. That's gonna do it for this part. Next time we go back to Frontier Village to finish up that quest chain that we started this time. And I will see you then.